We know, of course, the roads and the interstates are a real mess right now. We know the State Patrol has been busy all morning, even throughout the night. So we do want to bring in Lieutenant Mike Lee with the State Patrol joining us now. Thank you so much for joining us. I know that you've had quite a busy past 12 hours, 24 hours, and I know it's going to be a busy rest of your weekend as well, Lieutenant. If I'm not mistaken, you've seen, what, more than 100 crashes yesterday alone. Just give us an idea of what you and your troopers have seen out there this morning so far.
Yeah, first of all, thanks for having me. And yeah, there's been a significant amount of crashes, and really, there's been a lot more vehicles off the road occurring. I think it helps that it's the weekend, that there's generally less travel going on. But again, there's been a lot of vehicles going off the road, just kind of indicating that people are driving too fast for conditions.
And so tell me, how does your agency prepare for such a major weather event like this one? I'd imagine it's sort of all hands on deck at the moment.
Yeah, each district is different with their staffing requirements, the minimums. But, luckily we have a paging system where if there's significant events going on or we need more help, they'll just ask for troopers to come in on their off time and provide some assistance through overtime.
And so what are some of the biggest challenges that you're seeing right now when you're responding to situations on the interstates?
Just that the call load is quite large. I know dispatch is taking a large call volume for people who need assistance, whether it's crashes or vehicles sliding off the road. And just we can't be everywhere all the time. We want to be there, and we'll get to each call as quick as and safely as we can. But we just ask people in the meantime, please stay home. Just wait until the storm passes and the roads clear up before you head out. And then if you do head out, just use 511mn.org before you go out to see how your route's impacted.
Yeah, we've been saying it all morning too. If you're able to stay inside, please do. We've had crews that are out and about on the roads and highways as well. They've seen some cars out. I do want to ask you, if someone does get into sort of a tricky situation, they're out in the road and they do get stuck, what is the advice you would have for them? What are some tips to help them as you all make your way to respond to a scene like that?
Yeah, it depends. If you get into a crash or some sort of incident and you're blocking the roadway, we ask that you, if you can, drive your vehicle to the shoulder or ideally to the next exit to a parking lot or something like that. If you can't, please stay in your vehicle and keep your seatbelt on, and then call 911. We'll try and get there as soon as we can. But really, the last thing we want is for another incident to occur because people are outside the vehicle.
Yeah, and we've talked before about sort of an emergency preparedness kit. Do you have any advice for folks who, maybe they do need to be out and about, of some things they can keep in their vehicle to keep them safe during times like this?
Sure, yeah, just a couple things you can have with you are a full tank of gas helps, but just some sort of power source for your phone. Make sure that's fully charged, and then some warm clothes, gloves, jacket, hat, a shovel if you happen to get stuck and you can safely exit your vehicle and possibly dig yourself out. And then some snacks, and then some water. Don't keep it in there, obviously, in case it freezes, but just something that could last you for a couple hours if needed.
And so I know it's kind of a mess everywhere right now, but are there certain areas that you all are seeing that are maybe a bit more problematic at the moment?
Yeah, generally speaking, it looks like most of the incidents are occurring in the metro area. There's obviously stuff happening in greater Minnesota, but particularly in the metro is where most of the traffic is. And then generally speaking, just under bridge decks, on bridges, ramps, and curves are some potentially really slick spots. So want people to drive slowly through those areas.
Most definitely. And we've heard our meteorologists say, this storm could be one for the record books, a bit historic. I'm wondering, when is the last time you all experienced something like this within the role that you're in right now, Lieutenant?
Man, it's hard to think back just because the last couple winters have been fairly mild. We've been pretty lucky. I would have to guess back probably closer to 5 or 6 years ago. For the most part, I've worked overnight, and we have less troopers working, and it seems like the calls just don't stop all night, and the snow just keeps piling on.
Yeah, what was last night like for you all? I know we have the numbers, but I'm sure your troopers were out and about too. What did they tell you about their experiences?
I think, for the most part, it's everyone knew what to expect. It's going to be heavy snowfall. It's going to be windy. It's going to be poor conditions. So just kind of having that initial mental preparation really helps. And they said the call load was steady. Like we knew that there's going to be a lot of calls coming in. We did everything we could as fast and safely as we could.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time this morning. On a final note, what would be your message to Minnesotans out there who are all going through this all at the same time, just like you are?
Yeah, just again, if you can delay or cancel your travel plans until the storm passes and the roads get cleaned up, that would be ideal. Check 511mn.org. And if you do go out, just a couple things. Make sure you're driving slow enough so you can maintain control of your vehicle at all times. Keep that seatbelt on, avoid distractions, and of course, never drive impaired.
All right. Very good advice. Thank you very much, Lieutenant. Thanks for making time for us this morning. I know you're busy, so we'll let you go. All right.
Thanks for having me.
You bet.